Good morning, this is Graham Bibby on the 27th of March 2015, giving you today a bit of a global market roundup after what has been quite a disappointing week after a very good start to March of 2015. There seems to be significant profit taking in the market, and what I could observe is the profit taking has been a bit more overextended, really due to the fact of an absence of buyers during this correction phase. So it looks to me as if it might be some institutions doing first quarter bookkeeping. But we can start off here with the Nasdaq, and you can see here since the start of the year, which is here, the market eventually started to make some headway, but now it's only slightly above where it was at the beginning of the year. Now, the average Insiders Club portfolio had done just over 9.5%, 9.8% by the end of February, and we're heading for a 4% or above month for March. However, this correction has also seen larger than normal correction in the Insider Club stocks because they're the growth stocks. So it's possible that it will negate the profits for this year. This is the Russell 2000, which I've highlighted in previous Camtasia updates. And the significance here is this is 2014 here. See the 14 here? This is January. And the market really couldn't make any headway all through that year. And as my longer term Insider Club members will know, that during these downturns, and these downturns, I moved heavily into cash as individual stocks started their downtrend. And then at the beginning of this year, we had still the same mode resistance. And then in February, we broke out through this resistance level. And then I used to teach something called WD GAN analysis, which is chart analysis. Often you break through on the fourth attempt. So you could say this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. We broke through. And then when you break through, you come back to test that resistance to see if it's now support. So where everyone was selling before, if this is now a reversal and a real breakout into an upward trend, you should find when you come back to that level, buyers come in here and then off we go, which is what happened. And it was looking great. But you can see here in just 2 days, significant sell-off. Now, interesting thing is here, we have ended last night's market movement above the low. So this should be, could be, the place where support comes in for the market. It's got a bit of jitters to the market right now. Further afield, people are a bit concerned about the dollar. And again, see the circle here? That was the upward resistance level. And I mentioned in July over here that we'd broken above. If that got extended along here, we broke through the resistance level, and that was 81. And the US dollar as an index has gone from 81 to 100. That's a huge move in a currency in something like 7 or 8 months. So people are concerned that the strength in the dollar will make profits decline for the US companies that quote their results from their overseas operations. Because if you make $100 in, let's say, Thailand, but that currency is weaker, when you report it back into the States, it's not $100. So if the Thai baht dropped 20%, your $100 profit becomes 80. So people are concerned about that. There is a bit of correlation going on here, because that's where we're concerned. This is the Australian stock market, and you can see it hasn't really gone anywhere for a year and a half, all this wobbles. And then when the currency started to weaken even more, this market went up because it makes two things happen. It makes exports more attractive. And if you've got any international companies, which there's not so many in Australia, but if you do, then if you earn $100 in, let's say, America, but the American dollar's gone up 20%, when you convert it back to Australian dollars, you've got $120 profit. Bit of a sell-off last night, so that's interesting. Commodities, same thing. It seems to be moving. That move up is with the dollar moving down. So it seems to be a bit of a correlation there. This move here started in July. That's the same but converse move or inverse movement of the US dollar. This is the exchange traded fund of Australia. Again, very difficult to make any profits here. Look at this, all over the place. Not the place to be. Oil, same thing, it's gone up, and the dollar's come down. So this decline started same time that the dollar started to go up, oil went down. Looking at just a couple of the components of the Insiders Club, this is Facebook, which I think is looking particularly interesting because it's gone through a sideways movement here. And by the way, markets don't do what people think they do. If a market's going up on average 12% per annum, it doesn't mean it's going up 1% per month. In fact, what happens is the profits come in spurts. So just like here, we've got sideways movement, spurt, sideways movement, spurt, correction and sideways movement, a bit of a spurt, but then sideways again. And we've broken out of 1, 2, 3, fourth attempt. We've corrected back to where we broke out, and we're up 0.11 in an evening when the market's down and quite a few things sold off. So I think this is looking particularly good for Facebook. Another stock in here, which has been a bit disappointing recently, is a great Irish biotech company listed on the US stock market. This is from August. Difficult to make any money. But what was interesting last night, even though that over a picture may not look like it's changed, but the stock went down to 98. This one here, bar low. It went down to 98.59 at one stage, ended at 101.07, meaning it was up 1.21% on the day, and on a day when the market's down. So that shows underlying strength in this particular stock. So I wouldn't be surprised to see if Gilead Life Science starts to break out from this to the upside. And we could just stick a little trend line on here, because the trend line for me only tells me what's going on with the law of supply and demand. So it really needs to break through that. And if I was really wanting to make it look like a nice little pretty picture, I could sort of put this on there. We had one false breakdown and then we recovered. So this is support, this is resistance. And when it breaks out of that, you should get a significant move in the direction of the breakout. So it's Graham Bibby here saying, wish I had better news for you this week. I was hoping to say, wow, what a powerful month. But 2 days of correction at the moment knocked that on the head. But we're still healthily ahead of the market, because I believe the market is now up. When I say the market, US market, most markets are down. If you want to know a bit more about that, this is Germany. This is looking interesting for my Insiders Club FOS, because it had broken out, it's corrected, but it ended here. This is the low of the day. 29.62. It ended at 30. This could be an area for profit in the future, because I do look at 46 markets. we've had some profit taking. We really need to see some buying coming in. Some buying may come in tonight, but we certainly need it to be coming in next week. But as always, I've added 8 more new undervalued superior earnings growth stocks to my Insiders Club. And I think we are still set for a very, very nice risk reward play this year in the Insiders Club. So if you're not in it, look to get in it. If you want to find out more information about it, please contact me through the Insiders Club. This is Graham Bibby saying, where's my recording gone? Here we are. 10 minutes, 39 seconds. Sorry, gone on longer than normal. Have an amazing weekend. And if you have any queries, I look forward to hearing from you next week. Bye-bye.